We are back with another episode right here on my Twitch live stream channel, DZPalomino. You can also watch the rerun when it's available on my YouTube channel, also DZPalomino. For this episode, guys, we are back at playing Jeopardy. If you're watching the rerun on YouTube, this will be the third playlist episode. All right, for this episode of Jeopardy, we are going to be playing the special event of American Pride. So we're going to jump right into it. If you guys want to support the channel, links are at the bottom of the screen. Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. If currently don't have the space to support at the moment, you can download the Ember app, the sponsor, at the top of the screen. We could be virtual business, Bitcoin mining business partners. Invitation code is also available. Free Satoshi 24/7. Play, win, earn. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. For this episode, we'll probably play, depending on time, right around 4 or 5 rounds of the American Pride Jeopardy event. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, and the category is as follows: U.S. presidents, Native American life, and notable Americans. Well, if you guys remember from the old episodes, we probably will never see who doesn't give a Hoover Dam. Yeah, that only happens once, and it never is going to happen again. All right, we're going to start off with notable Americans, and we'll go with 600. This Kansas-born dramatist set his play Picnic in a Small Kansas Town. U.S. presidents for 600, please. Warren G. Harding was this political party's victorious presidential candidate in 1920. Let's see. I believe it's the Republican Party, but I'm going to pass. Yes, it was the Republican Party. All right. U.S. presidents for 400, please. One of the 2 presidents who were born in the 1920s. LBJ, JFK, Carter. Let's see, LBJ, JFK. I'm thinking more around the lines. It's between Johnson and Kennedy. I think it's JFK. I'm going to pass. Yeah. No, actually, neither. It's Jimmy Carter. All right. Okay. U.S. presidents for 200. This man was president when the Warsaw Pact was signed. Ooh. Eisenhower, FDR. Warsaw Pact. FDR. It's not. Shame on me for missing that one. All right. Let's go with notable Americans for 400. Okay. I'll take 100. This first lady graduated from Chicago's Maine South High School in 1965 in the top 5% of her class. 1965. Hillary Clinton? Yes. Yeah, right now I'm in a tough spot, in the negative. All right, double Jeopardy, folks. And the categories is as follows: 20th century USA, vice presidential nicknames, and famous Native Americans. Let's see. 20th century USA for 1200, please. After Governor Falba shut down the schools in this city in September 1958, classes continued via television. I don't know. I'm going to use one of my power-ups. Little Rock. Dang. I wasn't expecting to get it right. All right. 20th century USA for 800, please. The U.S. decided not to take part in the 1980 Olympic Games after the Soviets did this: sold arms to Cuba, invaded the Falklands, invaded Afghanistan. I believe it sold arms to Cuba, but I'm going to use my other double chance power up. No, it's not that. Invaded Afghanistan. All right. Let's see. Vice presidential nicknames for 1200, please. Ugh. No way. I'll wager 100. This spendthrifty of Albany had some rocky times. You got Nelson Rockefeller, Adlai Stevenson, and George Clinton. Is it all in the name? Rockefeller? Yep. Predictable. All right. VP nicknames for 800, please. Get over the hump and name this happy warrior. Walter Mondale, Henry Wallace, Hubert Humphrey. Get over the hump and name this happy warrior. I think this is another one that's all in the name. I'm going to pass. Hubert. It is Hubert. Yeah. Some of these questions, I think I mentioned this in the last episode. The answer is just right in front of you. You just got to read it all in the question. That damned cowboy was some rough rider. Ha! Roosevelt. Travel USA. Alright. I'm in a decent spot. 1400. Playing it safe, huh? Alright, let's do it for 200. When the Shockwave roller coaster opened at King's Dominion in Virginia, it was unusual because riders had to do this. All right. And that does it for the first round. And folks, if you got Jeopardy on your smartphone, join me. Jeopardy Musketeers. Limited spaces. I think there was like this trivia question that was like from the 80s or 90s. Largest lake in South America. I can't remember the question word for word. Answer was Lake Titicaca. I was like, yeah. And in today's society, no one's gonna take that seriously. Like, laugh every time. Haha, that name. Even Grandpa Simpson would say would agree that's one of the words that's banned on radio. Lake Titicaca. All right. The categories is as follows. Name that president, our founding fathers, and Native American life. Let's start off with Native American life for 600. Before the Spanish introduced the horse, Plains Indians used this animal to pull a charvos, if I pronounce that right. The dog, the cow, the buffalo. The buffalo? But I had to pass on that one. I didn't know for sure. But the dog. Let's try same category for 400. And we got a daily double. Alright. 100. A Pueblo Indian didn't need a key to get into his house, but rather one of these. A swinging vine? A ladder. Okay. Alright. Native American life for 200. It was the most prized bird feather you could have in your cap or headdress. A falcon feather, a peacock feather, and an eagle feather. Eagle. Right? Okay. Our founding fathers. 600. He served jointly with William Hunter as Postmaster General of the colonies from 1753 to 1761. Oof. You got Hancock, Benjamin Franklin, Nathan Hale. I don't know. But if I had to guess, Franklin. But I'll pass. Franklin. Man. Let's try name that president for 200. 6'4", but going on 7 feet with a hat, a wig earlier in life, a fan of the theater, unfortunately. Abe Lincoln, but I want to use my double pointer, but I don't know if it's going to... Yeah, I'll use my double pointer. Cool. Okay, sitting in second place. Categories is as follows: the American flag etiquette, and American festivals. Let's start off with American flag for 1200. In 1909, he sent the message "Stars and Stripes nailed to the pole." William Barents, Robert Purley, Frederick Cook. Ooh. If I had to guess, Cook, but I'm going to pass. It wasn't Cook. Okay. Let's start off with American festivals with 1200. This state has been known to hold a tomato festival, a peach festival, a crab festival, and a jambalaya festival. I believe it's Louisiana, and I want to risk my double pointer. Yes, it was. It was. Yeah. The Kit Carson Rendezvous in this capital featured ballet dancing miners in long johns and tutus. Carson City, Sacramento, Virginia City. I'm going to pass, but I believe it is Carson City. I just don't know for sure. And it was Carson City. That's 2 in a row that I could have got some points. But at least I'm still sitting in first place. So, okay progress. American festivals for 400. Hampton, South Carolina began holding the annual festival in honor of these huge melons in 1939. Okay, I'm going to go double point it and risk it. Watermelons. Yes. Okay. Ah, crud. I double point it and I still dropped to second place. Okay, let's claim that first place. Oh, crud. Alright, American flag. Let's risk 100. It was Sea Captain William Driver who gave the flag this nickname. Stars and... Hold on. Dang, these are all equally good. Stars and Stripes. No, it's not. Old Glory. Alright, back to first place. Oh boy. USA. We'll go for 100. William Saroyan was born in the raising, growing capital of the world in Central California. Bakersfield. No, it is not. Fresno. All right, tied for first place. Alrighty, folks, I'm starting to get all Jeopardy out. So we're going to play one final round of Jeopardy. Alrighty, folks. For the fourth and final round of this episode of Jeopardy, let's do it. Alright, the categories is as follows. U.S. presidents: C. the USA, in American history. All right, let's start off with American history for 600. In an attempt to help itself through the Depression, Nevada legalized this activity in 1931. Gambling, prostitution, drinking. I believe it's prostitution, but I'm going to use a point protector. It is not. It was gambling. Okay. Same category for 400. On April 2nd, 1513, Ponce de Leon landed just north of this site in this city. St. Augustine, St. Pittsburgh, and Miami. Don't know, but if I had to guess, it'd be Augustine. It is Augustine. Ugh. Doing it again. Ugh. Alright, American history for 200. Well, since this is at the least value, I'm feeling it. Now I'm going to get this answer. So let's go with 600. He fought the British in the Revolutionary War, but later tried to return Vermont to British rule. Oof. Benedict Arnold, Ethan Allen, Nathan Hale. Dang. Benedict. No, it is not. Dang. Alright. I gotta get another 600 to break even with my current circumstance. Alright, U.S. presidents for 6. Not only the first president to marry in the White House, he was also the first to have a child born there. Chester, Arthur, Abraham, Lincoln, Grover, Cleveland. I don't know. If I had to guess, Lincoln. No, Cleveland. Alright. See the USA for 600. Gumbo Limbo Trail and Bobcat Hammock Trail are among the natural trails. Yeah, nature trails that have been laid out in this Florida National Park. I'm passing. Yeah, not my department of knowledge. Whew, yeah, I'm in the negative. If I can get something that I can find easy, top of the value, and double points at, I'll be in a really good spot. All right. Category is as follows: flag terms, states, foreign capitals, and classic American music. Let's go with flag terms for 1200. A tapering flag that ends in 2 points is named for its resemblance to this bird's tail: the swallow, the sparrow, the hawk. Oof, dang. I'm going to pass. I believe it is the sparrow. No. Okay. States, former capitals. Okay, let's go with the same category for 800. Now the daily double. Boy, really forcing my hand over to hit the net negative, eh? This word for the upper left part of a flag is a place name on classic maps of China and Ohio. Okay. I need to get this next one right, or else I am not going to compete in Final Jeopardy. So I think it's worth taking a guess. Let's do it. Let's take a guess. Classic American music for 1200. He got an Oscar for White Christmas and a Medal of Honor for songs like God Bless America. I'll use both my power-ups. Lorenz Hart. Crime and Nettles. Oh well, that's the end of it for me. Alright, let's just have fun from the remainder of the game, shall we? Augusta. It's not Maine. It's between Georgia and Massachusetts. Because Augusta is still current. Yeah. Georgia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I actually miscounted. Okay. Flag turns for 400. It can be a flag flown from a naval ship of the lowest rank of commissioned officers on it. Cadet. Or. Oh, man. I just brain farted on that last one. It's all cool, though. That was fun. And I'm still climbing. Top 1,000. Alrighty, folks. That was fun. Oh, boy. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next trivia episode. Jeopardy!